All right, tightening the bolt should sound like this, not like this. And luckily, you get to learn from me about a torque wrench, the history of, some do's and don'ts, and from a guy that's got almost 25 years experience. How lucky can you possibly be? We're going to run through this. Thanks for watching this far. That's good. That's good. Let's watch it to the end. Like and subscribe. Here we go. Torque wrenches. Torque wrenches. Awesome, right? I mean, can you feel it? Torque wrenches are great. Let's do this. It's exciting. Thanks. Let's go.
The torque wrench has been around for over 100 years, but only a few big things really mattered as it went through its progressions. It started with Conrad Barr, a plumber, technically, an engineer for the New York City Water Department. He needed a way to stop leaks from happening all the time, so he built a torque limiting tool. Simple, reliable, no clicks, no dials, just control. I mean, technically a plumber made it, so you're welcome. Next.
You know, my stick, well, what it was going to be was do a little short, make a history on whatever that thing was. And, you know, when I look up at the torque wrench, I couldn't find pictures of most people that did anything. So it was kind of bummed. So, you know, I'm going to skip all the history part. But bottom line was early 1900s, a guy, water engineer for New York City, John Barr. Please look at my notes real quick here. Oh, Conrad Barr, an engineer, practically a plumber. We'll just call him a plumber. He got sick of things always breaking, so he took the time, made a torque limiting tool. That's what he made first. Then it came out later was the bar version, which is you pull on it as hard as you can. It's pictured right here, and it but you had to like constantly look at it. But who can do that when you're trying to work? Like you can't watch the game. It was a good idea, just not great in, you know, when it was being used. Anyway, so now here we are. We got the click style, right? That I've had this one for a long time. This is a click style, and then a digital style, and they all work really good. The reality is, people say, "Oh, you use them all the time." Anybody says they use them all the time. Anybody that says that, they're full of crap, or they're one of those real weird people that. Always, but that's just like, I mean, no. So back to what I'm going to show you though. We're going to go to the do's and don'ts of stuff that you should do. Like me, I've used this torque wrench for years now, and there's just certain things you do. I'm going to run you through a couple of them. That's going to be the gist of it. Sorry about the history. Not a lot of pictures available. It's what it is. Let's go to the part where I get to show you how to use the tool, and we'll go from there. All right, so there's a couple things. First of all, this is the sound of success. That right there, you're there. You've got it. Now, one thing about these torque wrenches is they're not meant to break bolts loose. Don't try to crack things loose with them. They're just not intended for that. Can you break things loose with these? Absolutely. Don't be an idiot and do it, though. Don't do it. It's just... There's a lot of mechanisms and springs and stuff in here, and I'll show a picture right here. All of that, it's not meant to be torqued on. And you know, this selector right here, look at this. Look at that right there. So when you're using this thing, you know, steady movements. You don't want to be a dumbass and go quick. Slow down. Just take your time, click through it, and then when you get to the spot you need to be at, lock it in place. You know, take a second to do it right. You got to use the tool right. You know, I'll tell you too, this is one that my father taught me, and he didn't teach me a lot. God bless him, but he did teach me how to work, so I'll give him that. I'm not gonna go on a rant about that, but that's for a whole different episode. So one thing he taught me that I'll never forget, because that man scared me, was when you're done with this tool, you roll it back to 0. So 0 for this particular one. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. 0 for this one is 20 foot-pounds of torque. And when you get it there, lock it into place. That's how you store them. You store these things so they don't, they're not sitting there with tension on the springs and stuff and all the mechanisms inside. It's got to be at a relaxed state to store. All right, let's look at a couple more things. You know, I want to say this isn't a full tutorial, okay? This is just me talking, and hopefully you like listening to me talk. All right, on to the next section. Okay, this right here, now this little tool, this is pretty cool. This does inch pounds. Now watch this thing. See that right there? As I pull on it, that is very precise. Inch pounds, you'll hardly ever have to deal with, and there's definitely better wrenches than the one I got here. I just want to show you that real quick, and we're going to go on to the last lesson that I think is important. Okay, the last thing that I find a lot of value in, when you're using these things, you know, you're not trying to beat a land speed record, so just take it easy, you know? Just take it to the point where you know you're not in a hurry. We're not trying to beat anybody in a race, all right? So just take it easy. Just take it easy. Slow and steady, buddy. Slow and steady. That's it. Let's wrap this thing up. Here I am torquing stuff, and the bottom line is our 1974 Mustang that my daughter has, probably not going to be much for warranty anymore. But there's a peace of mind with torquing things down and knowing it's right. Now, I don't do it all the time. I don't do it nearly as much as I should, but it's the way it is. That's the reality of it. Most people don't. I bet you most mechanics don't. Actually, I'm confident most mechanics don't. A lot of them do good work. That doesn't mean they always torque everything down. Anybody who wants to argue, that's fine. Be nice. Just be nice. Anyways, when you're out there, use these things as much as you can. Some spots you won't be able to get to. Sometimes you're going to wish you had. But to maintain those manufacturer specs, it's the way you got to go. I hope you enjoy watching this. Like and subscribe, as I've already asked. Maybe watch a couple more of my other videos. Thank you. Have a good day. Now,
Torque wrench